What is going on, everyone? It is I, your friendly neighbor, Fire Buddy here. Welcome back for another video, and in today's video we're back with another top 5 video, and in today's top 5 video we're going to be looking at the top 5 mythic weapons in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3. Comparing to last season with Chapter 2 Season 2, we had the most overpoweredness of weapons from the last season, and since this season of Chapter 2 Season 3 has been absolutely amazing, and I thought I'd dedicate this video to kind of like show that the mythic weapons on this season are absolutely amazing. Now, just a little disclaimer, the clips that I've got in this video were very debatable on which ones I wanted to feature, because so many of them are absolutely amazing, but I only had to decide which one was better, so I had to debate myself on which ones I wanted to feature in this video. But obviously I am going to be questioning the clips a little bit in this video, because obviously since I said I got so many amazing clips, I had to debate myself which one was better or not. So I had to watch individual clips, which ones I think are more suitable, and give off my general opinion on which mythic weapons are absolutely amazing. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the top 5 mythic weapons in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3. Coming in at the number 5 spot, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be Jules' Drum Gun. Now, only reason why I put this at the far down bottom on this video is simply because I think that Jules' Drum Gun has way more recoil, and it has probably the worst ever bloom I could ever possibly ever think of. Like, you obviously saw that at medium range it legit had no recoil at all. It literally had a lot of it. It does push, but it does push a lot when you absolutely fire the drum gun. Obviously, because the drum gun ain't like Midas's one, because it was absolutely overpowered. I think of it as this one, it has been reverted back to the drum gun that it once was. Like, obviously the uncommon and rare version of the drum gun, I think of it as that way. Honestly, I think Jules' drum gun kind of like feels much of a disappointment, if I'm being honest, because obviously doing like 24 to the body and like 36 to the head with the headshot multiplier. I think the drum gun has seen obviously some better and worse days, let's be real. But honestly, I did feature this clip individual in my best clips of Fortnite, and I wanted to save this clip in particular for this video, because I think the drum gun in general is just an absolutely poo-poo weapon of all. Now, I'm not saying it is that terrible. It does have some good advantages, like if you get up close and personal, it's useful, but you can absolutely see the absolute disappointment of my bloom right there, because it's absolutely dreadful, let's be real. I think the drum gun, I find it better, but I think it just has to come dead last because of obviously the recoil. Obviously the fire rate itself, it obviously acts as the way the uncommon and rare drum gun used to do back in the old days of Fortnite. And obviously we had the drum gun back in Chapter 2 Season 2, obviously Midas's one. That one was an absolutely god tier drum gun, that was. But like I said, Jules' one has gone downhill with being an uncommon and rare drum gun that it is. But obviously I think Jules' drum gun should have, like, if Jules' drum gun was obviously a better version, I probably would have been a little bit higher with that weapon. But obviously, like I said in my previous sayings, I think it's just an absolutely terrible mythic weapon in general. So Jules' drum gun comes in at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be Jules' Grapple Gun. Now, back in the last season, Chapter 2, Season 2, I didn't actually include Sky's Grapple Gun because obviously it wasn't like a grapple gun that obviously it would be amazing for aggressive plays and that. I actually find this one to be actually very, very good. Now, you can obviously question it in the comment section below, but I think this mythic weapon, obviously it doesn't kill, it just acts as more of a mobility type of weapon, and that's why I decided to put it in this video. So obviously get the number 4 spot. I do see some good advantages with this grapple gun. I'm not saying it's that terrible, it's only good for mobility, if you want to get up close and personal with your enemies. This is obviously the mythic weapon for you. Obviously the grapple gun acts the same way that the Batman grappler did back in Season X, but obviously turning the ties to look like it's made by Jules. So obviously how this grapple gun works is obviously you can fire it from a very, very long distance. I say around like 60 to 70 meters away, depending on how far the place is. It could be like a hill, a build, or any in particular location that you can think of. It will absolutely do the job for you. So like I said, it can reach up to 60 to 70 meters away, or it could be more, or 100 meters. I think this is really good for aggressive plays, mobility, and just getting out of sticky situations like you can see here. And I thought this clip would be a brilliant example because obviously I've spammed it so many times. I think honestly it really deserved this spot actually. So Jules' grapple gun comes in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be Ocean's Burst Rifle. Now obviously the Burst Assault Rifle is obviously the AUG. Now I would honestly believe that this weapon was just an absolutely really grateful weapon. You can literally see in this clip I absolutely lasered this kid in a boat. Honestly, the Burst Assault Rifle should have been a 3-round burst instead of 2. But obviously the season has progressed. I honestly think the Mythic Ocean's Burst Assault Rifle is an absolutely amazing weapon. You can literally just see I beamed this kid out of a boat because of the... I say it has really good tracking, let's just say. Like, I absolutely deleted him back to the lobby. And honestly, the Burst Assault Rifle, I would honestly believe it's just an amazing weapon. Like, obviously getting the middle of the road at number 3. Honestly, I think it's a really good weapon if you like, if you're like the burst type of guy. But honestly, I think Ocean's Burst Assault Rifle is just an absolutely amazing weapon. So, Ocean's Burst Assault Rifle comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be Kit's Shockwave Launcher. Now, I really did debate on which clip I wanted to feature, but I feel like this one in particular was the most use I've gotten with Kit's Shockwave Launcher. Now, honestly, I think the Kit's Shockwave Launcher is just an absolutely really awesome momentum and mobility item in the Mythic categories, because honestly, you could literally make brilliant and just honestly amazing plays with this grenade launcher into like a shockwave type of effect. But honestly, Kit's Shockwave Launcher can do many more than you can absolutely think about. Like, you push through enemies' builds, like not even giving a care in the world. Literally, it can do so much more than that. It can make you get up into like a sky-based type of place. It can like push through builds without even the enemy noticing. Literally, you can do so much with this, with the Shockwave Launcher. Like, obviously it's a grenade launcher type of shockwave grenade type of effect, but obviously it doesn't kill, it doesn't do anything else. You can't actually spam the weapon. You can obviously use it just to get into your enemy's builds, and honestly, you can make amazing plays with the Shockwave Launcher. So Kit's Shockwave Launcher comes in at the number 2 spot. And finally, at the number 1 position, ladies and gentlemen, I have decided to go with the most incredible mythic weapon of all time. And I have nothing bad to say about it at all. It is going to be Kit's Charged Shotgun. Like, obviously, a shotgun is going to be at the number 1 because obviously it has the most ridiculous and most OP stats that I would never even see to exist in my entire life. Like, obviously comparing it with Kit's Shockwave Launcher, the Charged Shotgun can literally send a kid back to the lobby in approximately 1.1 seconds. Like, I should have said 0.1, but I feel like it's way more than that. Like, the damage is very questionable and very debatable, like on how well you use it. So I'm going to give off a brief status on how I've used it so many times in my amount of games I played for Season 3. So it can do like 155 to the body and 200 plus to the head with the headshot multiplier. Honestly, it is an amazing charged shotgun. Like, you could question this in the comment section below. Honestly, charged shotgun is always going to be the number 1 for me because damage wise is very questionable. So Kit's charged shotgun comes in at the lovely number 1 spot.